what I gotta do, what I gotta train. I've been working my ass. I've been training hard, and I mean, it's a big show. Puerto Ricans have a lot of fans. Mexicans have a lot of fans.
Fucking young punks out here. I'm saying sun don't shine in the ghetto, you heard?
What's going on, you guys? Got an interesting fight coming up this weekend. Danny Garcia versus Jose Benavidez Jr. Should be a good fight. We haven't seen Danny Garcia since his last fight against Errol Spence Jr. Danny Garcia is 36-3 with 21 knockouts. Jose Benavidez is 27-1-1 with 18 knockouts. And despite these guys only having 4 losses between the both of them, right? This is a crossroads fight for these dudes. This is a do or die type of fight for Danny Garcia and Jose Benavidez. Danny Garcia is 34 years old now. So yeah, people tend to forget to mention Danny Garcia is 34 years old now. We like to look at their fighters' ages, and Danny Garcia is getting up there too. But one thing I noticed at the press conference is Danny Garcia seemed to be excited. He seemed to be enjoying the moment. He seemed to be really feeling good. So maybe the move to 154 was good for Danny Garcia at this point of his career. Jose Benavidez is his second fight at 154, right? Well, he may have fought there before earlier on in his career, but his last fight against Francisco Torres or Emmanuel Torres, he didn't look good. Majority draw, and it was coming off a 3-year layoff. But now, he's actually looking pretty good in camp. He's looking good. He's looking sharp. He's looking strong, right? Salute to my boy YSM Sports Media for covering the fight, right? But Danny Garcia when he was training, he was almost like the Rocky Balboa-esque, right? You remember Rocky 3? When Rocky was, or was it Rocky 4? Rocky 4, or was it 3? 3. When he was all celebrating and had the little show. I got that kind of vibe from Danny Garcia. He wasn't really working hard. It was, he wasn't really working hard. So I'm interested in seeing who really wants it in this fight. In my opinion, the man that's going to win this fight is the guy that's going to want it the most. How hungry is Danny Garcia? It's hard to punch somebody in the face. It's hard to punch somebody in the face when you got millions in the bank, right? Millions in the bank. You've been living comfortable for years. You got businesses. You got real estate. You really don't need to do this. So we're going to see how hungry Danny Garcia is, or he can just go up in there and just have fun, right? You can either be serious and do this, or you can go out there and have fun and still do this. But if you're not having fun, or if you're not serious, then this could be very dangerous. Jose Benavidez looks serious, right? He looks serious. I'm not quite sure. I like the way he looks, right? He may be a little bit, I don't know. We'll see tomorrow at the weigh-in. But when he was hitting the pads, he looked good. Other than the way he looked like he may be a little bit drained. I'm not sure. We haven't seen too much of Jose. But Danny Garcia had that look in his face. Like he just felt good. I don't think I got that same vibe from Jose. But we'll see. He looked good when he was hitting the mitts. He looked sharp. He looked strong. And I think he has a real chance at winning this fight if he lets his hands go. If he lets his hands go against Danny Saturday night, he has a good chance of winning this fight. Not out of the realm of impossibility for him to beat Danny Garcia. The last guy he fought that ended in the majority draw, dude was a fleet-footed fighter. He was a fleet-footed fighter. So, he had to catch that guy. And, he hasn't been in the ring in 3 years, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. No excuses, but it was a bad fight to come back to, right? Coming from a 3-year layoff. But I think this fight, these guys are both counterpunchers. I think it's hard to say who's going to win, man. This is a true 50-50 fight. Most people who may be more familiar with Danny Garcia will likely be picking Danny Garcia to win this fight. But if you could look at things objectively and look at the facts that Danny Garcia hasn't been in the ring since Errol Spence Jr., which in 2020, right, a while back. So, and he didn't necessarily look good in that fight. Danny Garcia is 34 years old now. Danny Garcia is probably one of the highest paid guys on the Premier Boxing Champion stable. So yeah, Danny Garcia is really comfortable. We gotta see how he looks, man. And we can see if he's either hungry or having fun. So I'm looking to see how Danny looks in this fight. And Jose, for him, he has to come out there and really make a statement. It's do or die. It's do or die for both guys, if I'm honest. If Danny Garcia loses against Jose Benavidez, then it's likely it's over with. He'll have 4 losses. He lost against he hasn't really done anything. The narrative for Danny at that point to be he hasn't really done anything outside of 140. Right. And Jose Benavidez, if he loses, it's unfortunate, right? He only has 1 loss, and it's against the best fighter in boxing, Terrence Crawford. It's crazy. It's how this is a crossroads fight for him, but this is the situation he finds himself in, and he's going to have to dig himself out of the situation and get through Danny Garcia in the process. So should be a really good fight, man. Jose, but he better bring it. Danny Garcia is a really good counterpuncher. He has really good timing, but Danny's going to have to let those hands go. If Jose is the busier fighter in this fight, I think he has a real chance of winning. We don't have to worry about anybody moving around the ring or anybody evading action. These guys kind of stand right around in front of each other for the most part. Picking their shots, and guys not want to make a mistake and things of that nature. It's gonna be a chess match, I think, early on in the fight, and then things gonna start heating up once the leather start flying. So yeah, we gonna see how this fight goes. I can't really pick a winner, honestly. I think Jose does have a chance though. Despite the odds, I think Danny's the 8-1 favorite. So despite those odds, I think Jose has a real good chance. Also, Danny isn't as short as I thought he'll be standing next to Jose. We'll see tomorrow at the weigh-ins. We'll see fight night, how these guys look in the ring, and we'll see who wins this fight. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.